We have a wheelbarrow. We have various digging implements. We have a tape measure. And we have an exposed pool hole. What does all this mean? Well, what it means is that existing poo hole has filled up again. It caused us problems in the house, and I've worked out its volume and it's tiny, and we don't know if it's leaking, but we haven't been here for months and months and months. It's hardly had any use and it's given us problems. So we've decided to build a new, bigger one next to it, somewhere around there, which will have twice the capacity, and we will build it in a way that makes it less vulnerable to rainwater getting through the top. So what we've decided to do is we're going to keep the old poo hole to serve the spare bedroom, because that isn't used very much, and we'll check at various times to see if it floods during the rainy season. And we're going to dig a new poo hole, which will be twice the size, twice the volume I should say, somewhere around here, not too close to the existing one. And so the first thing we've got to do to determine the position of the new hole is to dig out the pipe that serves the flow, as it were. And all we really need to do, because we've just got a joint, sort of 45-degree joint put on it, is to get that joint off, which is, it's only pushed on, so in theory we should be able to pull it off if we dig enough. That's a good start, isn't it? We've just had this emptied, but it's absolutely filthy down there, and now we've half filled it with sand. Anyway, we need to turn this joint round, so instead of going left as you look at it now, it's going right, and it can just go straight into the new poo hole there then. So the actual pipe work is pretty simple, and all we'll do is we'll basically cap off the pipe that's sticking out at the moment. You can see there, we'll just cap that off so that no water can get in through it, and no poo can get out. Okay, so the first plan is to just get the pipe exposed and know the position where we're going to dig, and the main digging will commence tomorrow. Well, that's not a bad start. It's 5 o'clock now, so really we need to stop. Although Suntory doesn't want to stop. T-Rack, time to stop, all right? So what we've done is we've cut this joint out, as you saw. We're lucky we've got a bit of 4-inch pipe behind the house, which makes it all long enough for us to reach from the exit there. And it's 60 degrees, not 45, so it's a 60-degree angle. It's going to come over here, and it's just long enough to go within where we're digging the new poo hole. And we'll get a cap for that pipe there. We'll cap it on the inside. We'll give that a good clean up and stick a cap on it. Probably won't. Don't know if we'll glue it or not. But anyway, we'll give it a good capping. And I reckon we'll have dug this tomorrow. We've got some help coming. Got Suntory's niece and her son are coming, and obviously we'll be both here. So we'll take it in turns to dig out and take away. And with a bit of luck, the hole will be dug, and then the next day the pipes will turn up, and job will take us 2 days, and then our problems will all be solved. I think I just need to change my diet, and then I won't need to go to the toilet so much.
เห็นปัวก็เมื่อยมันพอแล้วแค่เนี่ยเขายังบดสุดเลยดิเขายังบดได้ทั้งหมดทอดตามอันนี้เลยโคตรแม่ลุงบ้านใดก็ไม่ได้ต้องลุงบ้าน
Put down there. Cup. Yes, they are heavy.
คือเปล่ารถเคนมารถเคนนี่บ่
เช่นเขาใส่งานทางอื่น
How are we doing in the hole? Some terrain's almost disappeared. I've got like
แคบบ่
clay.
ฮะ
She's getting through clay now. And
เอาหนีไปวัดเมือง
I suggested earlier that she cut the handle off the digger so it could be used in the hole, which she declined to do, and then come back from making a coffee,
จ่ายแล้ว
having a 5-minute break inside,
สั่งอยู่ล่ะ
and the handle's been cut off. Good idea, Mike. And it is a good idea because that's making light work really, compared to the other tool we were using earlier. So it'll speed things up enormously. Right, I've got to get the umbrella set up because the sun is now on the hole.
ไปเลย ไม่ขนมปวดหลังว่า
Well, that is, well, I didn't really mean to say that. That is finished in terms of depth. We've now just got to make the sides the right size towards the bottom, and we've also got to dig through and actually temporarily lay the pipe in place down that dog leg there, so we can do some exact measurements, because we need the last pipe, which has now been prepared. We need that to be exactly in the right at the right height, so the pipe can slide through that hole. So this is where it gets complicated, because we need the base to be completely flat and we need it to be exactly the right height. Sweaty cup.
Where's good, where's bad?
Well, if you check with the stick, the blue stick,
Yes,
all the way around
yes.
at the bottom and all the way up.
Little bit bigger.
Yeah. Do towards me, darling.
Huh?
Do behind the bucket with the blue stick.
เสร็จแล้วเห็นนะเสร็จแล้วไหมนะ
T-Rex. No, I mean, check the size,
ได้
darling.
โมเมนต์
ไม่หมุนเท่าไหร่
You check the depth again.
จะบอกให้จะมาติด
ตรงดินเหนียวเพราะว่าดินทรายมันกว้างกว่า
Hang on.
คันนี้เหนียว
Where I'm standing, there looks like a bit of a lump near the bottom. Just check with the blue stick. Let's just see. In front of me, in line with me.
ห่างหมด
That's it. No, that's all right. There's plenty of room, isn't there? No, there's plenty of room there, darling.
เอาออก
No, that's all right. That's all right.
ได้เลย
ก็ได้แล้ว
You've
ก็
got
ได้
to
แล้ว
now. We've got to check that that's flat down the bottom.
ความมันจะมาติดชั้นดินยาวอยู่
อะไรติด
So now
ไปปวดตุ๊บๆ
the last bucket can go up, and then
เอามา
you need to make the floor level. If you know what to do there,
เอาไป
T-Rack.
เอาไป
พอแล้วนะได้บอกอย่าเอื่นที่รัก
What
เธ
the
อ
floor level
You want to put the blue stick on the ground, and then make sure that the bubble's in the middle,
ต้องวัดระดับน้ำอีก
all the way across.
ตรง
ทางนี้สูงกว่าหน่อยหนึง
if you think there's a bit of a lump, you need to
That one perfect.
just move it slightly, move the earth slightly, and put it in the middle and tread on it.
อุ้ย
Because it's the edges, it's around the edges that is important, really, not the middle. Keep it checking. It's around the edges, not the middle, all right? So just do the edges.
ล่าออกเดี๋ยว
ช่างเงี้ย
ล่าออกเดี๋ยวว่าตอนนี้
ระบบชูซี่สั่งการ
นี่ก็วิศวกรอีก
ตอนนี้เสียงเลเซอร์อีกรอบ
อู้ขันกลัวขันเพิ่นลงไปเฮ็ดเองปานนี้ยังบ่ทันเสร็จดอกแม่นว่าน่ะแดง
ฟังมาพูด
ประมาณอาทิตย์หนึง
ยังดู
เพื่อสิวัดได้
This fine tuning is probably quite laborious if it doesn't go well, but it's going to be worth it, because what we don't want is to find that the top, when the pipes come right up to the top here, where I'm standing, that they're off true and the lid sits at an angle, and it just makes it harder to deal with at the top here in terms of aesthetics.
โอเค
เอาขุดไปถม
ขุดไปถมให้มันได้เสมอกันดิแป้ง
เรียบร้อยเสร็จเฮาตา
Check, you have to go check all the way around, darling.
รอบแรก
Every few centimetres.
ขันเอาทอลงมื้อนี้แขนจับบ่อยู่แล้วเด้นี่แน่แดง
มันก็ป่าแล้ว
ถูกใจเพิ่นยัง
ถามแบบ
มึงดูดิห้องยาบาดเปื่อยหมดเลยดูกูกำบ่ได้เลย ดูแดงแค่ตรงนั้นนี่กำได้แค่นี้ตึง
ว่า
หมด
ป้าอีซี่ป้าเอา
Happy?
เออ
We'll not let you out until it's 100%.
100%อีกว่า
แล้วมันจะมาติดตรงนี้หรือเปล่าวะ
บ่ติดดอก
ติดดอก
Yeah, I think the pipes will fit in there.
เนี่ยต้องเอาท่อออกก่อน
ไป
ตาบันไดให้แม่
T-Rack?
แม่เสียวขึ้นไปยังไงเจ็บหัวเบาอีก
Do I have to cut this? I think so.
No, the pipes will go past that.
มันเพิ่ม
Sure, maybe too long.
ยาวขึ้นไปได้
How can you cut it?
Machine, my machine.
All right, I'll pass it to you.
จะเอาแค่นี้แหละ
This thing's been a godsend. Dealt with the roots very effectively. Oh. YouTuber's collapsed.
เจ้าสิทายคลิปกูกับแล้วมือ
YouTuber's
ส
collapsed.
มอง
I'm sure the pipes would just go straight past those roots, but then the issue is filling in the sides, because they will probably stop sand going down.
ไม่อยากตัดไม่อยากให้มันมาเป็นอุปสรรคของ
And what we sort of want to do is each time there's a pipe goes down is to actually backfill it, so that we know it's properly backfilled. because if you chuck stuff in from the top, it never reaches the bottom, and then you get subsidence around the poo hole, and you end up dealing with it for forever.
อันนี้มันสิซอย
You want to do those over there then?
What this one
Yeah, those. There's a few there. There's 3 or 4. Yeah.
เอาเถอะ
พอเถอะ
Come on เอามา
อุ้ยดูดูดูดูดู
โอ้หาพอกันไหมยังลูกไปหาปลายังอยู่ใส่เอามาซอยเอาพอลงข้าวหนึง
เอาโทรศัพท์ก่อน
ใช่เห็นเมียเสยหมางเลยเมียเพิ่นกับสมกับเพิ่นดีหลีว่ะ ไม้แอร์
Oxygen.
ตอนนี้ก็ถามเข้ามาถึงแล้วเป็นชั่วโมงที่แล้ว
So you not get the string ready round the next one then?
มีด้านนอกนะ
Huh?
ดู
Huh?
ดูนอกดูไปไหน
Oh dear.
Tinh lông nhạt đấy.
ไหลมาก่อนไหลมาก่อนready ready go
Can we move round that way a little bit? Evolve.
ใจเย็น
Whoa, whoa.
โอ้ยเป็นน้อง
Cast iron again. That's it. That's it.
แล้วอย่าพาต้องส่งไปแล้ว
It's a controlled drop, this isn't it? This way.
ใช่ตามมาเลย
Oh.
โอ้
เอาเลย
ทำไหนนิดนึงนะ
It's got to go that way a little bit, isn't it?
ไปทางเดินบ้างนะก่อน
อย่าบอกนะเอากล่องลงไปนะ
เด็กของมันมาบ้างนะ
Live from inside a poo hole. So, we're backfilling as we go. Got to undo these strings now. And then spend half an hour backfilling. So, let's get that undone. Now, I need to be able to lift this up slightly somehow.
ดึงบอกนะ
Can you pass me a screwdriver, please? Well, one with a red handle from the box.
Screwdriver.
Well, I need to get on. I need to lever this. You can't pull this rope out unless I lever unless I get something under the.
You can use this
Ring.
one. Daddy.
Yeah, that's the one. Maybe that will work. Thank you. Right, take that from me and just put it back up. In fact, I'll turn it off. Well, we've almost finished. We've got two more of these concrete rings to get in. We've found that the hole has been slightly off centre, so the whole of this set of rings is actually moving over this way, moving over to your left, which is not what we want because we've got a limited run of pipe to come out of here. So we're just trying to get them, we're just easing them each time we do the next one and the next one. Sorry, the last one and the next one are just going to be overlapping each other slightly to move that way, just to make sure that the exit pipe for the poo is actually overlapping into the concrete by a good few centimetres. Anyway, not a bad day. We had a bit of an interruption in the middle of the day. We lost about 3 hours. The reason for that was that Suntaray and I went into Nondindang to do a bit of shopping to get connections for the pipes and the rope. And in the process of driving in or out of the yard where I was buying some of the stuff, I had a massive nail penetrate my brand new tyre, so I then had to spend a few minutes pumping it up as it was losing pressure, and I didn't want to lose pressure completely because I wouldn't be able to get it back on a hand pump, so I spent a frantic few minutes pumping it up, and then I went along and had to ask at 3 different shops where I could get a tyre repair, and unfortunately I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't look at a map and ask them, and I couldn't use Translate, but they were very helpful. But in the end, after pumping the tyre up on 4 different occasions, I met up with Suntaray again, who'd gone off to do some shopping, and she knew where to go, and so we had to go along and get a tyre repair done. So that was all in all a good hour lost, and then we met up with some friends unexpectedly for lunch, so we lost another hour there effectively, but it was a very enjoyable lunch. Very nice Thai friends of Suntaray's. So was it not for that, we would have actually completed this, I'm absolutely certain. But we've got plenty of time to do it. We'll finish tomorrow. That will be day 3, which isn't bad for a bunch of amateurs digging a huge pit and manhandling what are not a normal size of poo hole ring, being 100 centimetres. So yeah, I'm very pleased. We're almost there, and I'm sure it will be a great success. Okay, day 3, and we have reached the top. Unfortunately, it is leaning over slightly, but we have to live with that, don't we? Because we're amateurs, we don't have any proper spirit levels, and these tubes aren't made exactly either. None of them actually fit properly together, and there's gaps and all sorts, so never mind. It's coming off, leaning slightly to your left. Now, what we've got to do is we've got some cement being mixed by Suntaray, and I'm going to block up the hole around the pipe so that is watertight, so we don't allow any water, rainwater, to go in there. And then we'll backfill here with sand, and we're cutting away around the poo hole so that the level of the soil is well below the lid, and then we will backfill or upfill that with stones. We'll order some more stones. That will guarantee that when it rains, the water drains through the stones and doesn't end up going over the lip of the poo hole, like it was with this one. And I built a little drainage system around this one. Well, we're going to dig out around this one as well whilst we're about it, and basically get the soil level correct. I think when the house was built, I wasn't here when they laid the subsoil, as it were, and ordered the first load of stones. It was all done a bit arse about face, and I was a bit annoyed actually that I wasn't here, because everything was at the wrong level. All the sand was at the wrong level, so the drainage was bad. But we're correcting that now while we've got the opportunity, around here anyway. There's a load of stuff at the bottom that needs digging out still, because we've had to chop the sides out a little bit. Yeah, you can see the gap this side is quite large, whereas around here it's virtually where there is no gap, basically, because we had to cut the wall back to fit the pipe. Yeah, so it's all gone a bit skewy, but never mind, that's not really a major issue. So we're basically on the last leg, which is tidying up, removing all the spoils and dumping it around the corner to support our outside wall, and getting ready for a new delivery of stones. The last leg now. Century's just sealing up the lid, which is mainly to keep the smells out. Sorry, keep the smells in, because we've reduced the level of the hard ground where the water will run, so I don't think we'll get any problems with water getting in there. And she's going to do the same with the smaller poo hole, which we've had to have the lid off. And I'm starting to rake out the stones again. Obviously we'll be a bit short of stones. We've got to order 2 cubic meters as a minimum. So we'll just order those and spread them around as necessary, really. So our final delivery of stones, 2 cubic meters minimum delivery, a bit more than we need, but we'll spread the rest out, and we will need some when we take the banana trees out from over there, because they're getting too many and too big, and I'm a bit worried about the effect they're going to have on the wall, and so is Suntory. Rather annoyingly, the stones have come, and about 50% of them are sand, and I don't want to put them down anywhere, because we're just going to fill up all our existing drainage and nice weed-free stones with sand and soil that will ruin it. So we spent yesterday washing the stones and sieving the stones, and you can see some nice clean piles there, and we've got this amount left to do today, and then that job's finished. You can see all the rubbish we're getting out, and indeed we've had 4 wheelbarrows of it so far. Yeah.